She said no. So what do you need to do, Darren? Check again. All right. Thank you. Huh?
I know we're working on it. We're starting.
Okay. The microphone's on?
Yeah. Well, no, you can't hear. So we'll turn it down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Shuffle up and deal. It's poker table talk, baby.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Poker Table Talk. It's your boy Darren. Welcome to the show. Switching up things a little bit today for due to some scheduling conflicts. I had to switch on my co-host. Randy was getting on my nerves. So, in the meantime, between time, I have one of my good friends and special guest host, Dr. Coco, is in the building.
Hey, everyone.
What's up, Coco? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
So, you got on me before we even started the show. Title of the show, I called it Venus versus Mars.
Yeah, you got me out here being a token woman. That's okay though. I figured that. So I'm armed and ready for all the playing poker.
Why do you say the token woman? You're the first woman on the podcast,
there you
so
go.
that doesn't make you the token woman though. Let's be honest.
So you remember that episode on the Cosby Show when Claire Huxtable went on that PBS special, and they brought her on there to talk only about the women perspective and the African American perspective. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. It's okay though, because I volunteered. You asked me and I'm doing it, so I'm ready.
So you're half right, because yes, I will be asking you about the female perspective because of course you are a woman and you are the first woman to have on the show to ask that perspective. But
I've been waiting for this.
that's not. You got a lot to say.
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. So, but again, you were not the token woman on the show. I'll just be honest. But again, thank you for coming through and helping me out today, though. So, first thing I want to get into, I want to start off with a generic something. What do you feel? I want to know, because I asked this a general question. What was your best game / tournament you've ever participated in? Not outside of our normal league.
Yeah. I've done a couple. My best one was actually an all ladies tournament.
Really?
Yes.
Was it the one we saw in the chat, or is it a different one?
No, it was a different one. It was a couple years ago. A couple ladies and I went up to, was it Live? Yeah, it was at Live.
Okay.
Maryland Live Casino. And there was a couple guys that actually tried to get in, but they said no. I know it got weird. It got weird, but it was all ladies.
Women's tournament, right? Women's tournament. Okay, got it.
Yeah, it was weird.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, people do things. So, it was a good number. It was like maybe 200
Wow.
ladies. Yeah.
How'd you do?
I was number one.
Congrats! I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Hold on, I can't. I don't have the claps though, but I'm just giving me this one. There you go.
Yeah.
But no, that's congrats. I didn't know that. So
it was interesting. So we got down to the final table, and it was maybe 5 left of us, and it just kept going on and on and on. And so what they do in some of these tournaments, at the very end, you can all decide to just stop and take your winnings based on whatever the amounts are. But what ends up happening is the person who is chip leader kind of loses out a bit.
Yeah,
So they lose
makes
some money.
sense.
So I said no. And typically,
were you
say
chip leader
no.
when this came up?
I was.
Okay, makes sense.
And I was like, it was like not even midnight yet. I'm like, come on, ladies, really?
How long had you already been playing? That was gonna be my next question for you.
About 6 hours.
So what's your longest tournament you ever played in?
It was a day and a half. So I did that in Vegas.
How'd that go? Was it?
I also won that one too. So that one was fun because a lot of guys, and we can get into this, will underestimate a pretty woman. And I'm not saying I'm the prettiest woman ever, but they'll underestimate us because they'll see, I'll have like a little glass of whiskey in my hand. We can talk about that too, about drinking versus not drinking, especially in a tournament or a more professional setting, whatever. You can do what you want. But it got so interesting because at the very end, the guys were just like, you know what, we're no match. Unlike those women who were like, we're going to go for the gusto. And with the women tournament, I did end up saying, okay, enough is enough. We can, split it up or whatever. However, so they have like this calculator thing that they use inside the casino.
Okay.
And they have like these percentages or something. I forgot what that's called. And then they'll determine how much you win and this, down, and third. So I think for that tournament, it was maybe $100 buy-in. I don't think I rebought maybe once. No, I don't think I did it all. But I won like $900.
That's not bad still for $100 buy-in.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to rebuy either, so that's a nice little come up.
Yeah. The other tournament I did rebuy. I think it was $60 tournament. I mean, we won it twice. I can't remember.
The one we were talking about a second ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at the end, we all the people that were at like the final table, we all got together and just had drinks and went out in Vegas. I didn't know these people, so I had new poker friends.
Hey, and you know what? I was gonna get into that at some point too, but I think that's how we met in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was going through some stuff, so I used poker as therapy, and then I just came into this nice, what I consider a very dysfunctional family that that we deal with. So that's just how
Some
it
more
deals with.
dysfunctional than others.
So how many?
Hi, Randy.
Not, I ain't say it, bro. But so how many tournaments have you won?
For TLC?
No, period. No, outside of our league.
Oh gosh. Oh,
because our league, I would say our league is different.
It is different.
Yeah. So, and I'll leave it as such. But
I don't know. I do know this. Whenever we have like icebreakers at work, I will. You'll do like the 3 things about you, or 2 truths and a lie, or something, and you have to guess who that person is. I actually will put on there that I said champion poker player or something like that. I say
you're not lying.
Exactly.
You're not lying. You got the plaques or whatever to prove it. So
yeah.
You got the belts.
Quite a few. It's been cool. I've kind of died down. Pandemic has really definitely died those things down a bit. I don't go out as much as I used to. Do we got somebody on here?
No, we dropped out.
Oh no.
I don't know what happened.
How do you know we dropped out?
There we go. Now we're back. I could tell. I got another screen that shows YouTube for me.
Oh, okay. Oh, are we back?
Yeah, we're good.
I don't know how much
we never stopped.
Oh, we didn't.
You may have lost like the feed, but we were still talking. Either way, it's gonna be loaded. The whole video is gonna be loaded. So
I lost my train of thought.
How many tournaments?
Oh, outside of World Tavern Poker, I've gotten like final table. It's only 2 that I know that I remember actually winning. So, but other than that, I've got like final table. I've gotten kind of far. I've done some at, again, this was before the pandemic, at Horseshoe in Baltimore.
Okay. I'm about to say, oh, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was really fun. Whenever like I've gone different places. Oh, the casino up in Connecticut, done it.
Foxwoods,
Mohegan Sun, done a couple there. I've done some ones on a ship, Carnival, like cruise ship.
Okay.
But those are a little different because it's more of a game thing. It's not as serious. It's really like
you're there for pretty much the ambiance. And
yeah,
just the fact that that's what I was getting.
Yeah.
I figured that was the case, and we had that conversation. Me and Randy had the conversation. I think it was last week about destination tournaments and stuff like that. And he was like, "I'm there to play, bro." I'm like, "Okay." Because I asked him like, where would be your go-to destination play in the tournament? Where would you want to go play at? So now I ask you that question. Macau.
Yes.
Why Macau?
I need some money.
Macau,
if there's any sponsors out there that want to.
Hold on. The show needs sponsorship. So if anybody's out there, you know somebody that knows somebody, put them in touch with me.
Listen,
Links up there.
I am not above not taking
there.
Sponsors to go to different poker tournaments. That is on my bucket list, definitely for retirement. So that's another retirement goal.
Hey, we all want retirement goals. I would love to go to Macau. Would be interesting, but I think because I watch a lot of was it the World Poker Tour, the channel I just watch. I think they have one in Aruba.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
I'm just sitting there thinking like you're actually literally just playing outside with the beach and the ocean to your back. I'm like,
yeah.
I seen that, and I guess I kind of get where Randy is coming from when we had this conversation last week. Is that you're playing in that setting, but at some point, are you playing poker or are you focused on the ambiance?
Well, I mean, when the stakes are in the hundreds of thousands, it's not a game.
Oh,
like you have to get down and serious.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I completely understand. With that being said, next point. So, how much does your Just quick question. How much does your I'm trying to figure out what the word I'm looking for. Your how you attack the game change when you're playing a free game, house game with just normal people, whatever the case may be, versus going to like a casino or an actual like live game tournament.
Oh, it changes dramatically because first of all, I don't ever see them again. So dead men tell no tales, what they say. So I think of them as dead men already when I come to the table. You guys I have to see all the time.
Okay.
So it's a little different.
Okay.
You know, you got to hear all the, oh my God,
Oh my
especially if
God.
it's at my house. It's like, oh, they're in cahoots, but you still keep coming to my house. So there you go.
I've won, so I ain't worried about it.
Well, there you go. And so is a lot of other people. So, you know, but I'm an introvert. So for me to go in to a place that I don't really know brings up a little bit of anxiety. But if I'm near and I know I want to win some money, I haven't done like the thousands of dollar tournaments or anything like that. The ones that end like days on end. I'm working my nerve up to doing that, but I would definitely have to be in a whole different headspace. It is game on. It is, you know, you're gonna put the stripes underneath my eyeballs or something. You know, I'm
get it.
going in for battle.
Okay, so focusing with that. Drinking, like you said earlier, drinking while you're playing versus not drinking while you're playing, smoking cigars or whatever other vices, or I won't say vices per se, but what's what I'm looking for? More distractions per se.
It's
Distractions.
vi-
Well, not even distractions. Something
it's
that
a
can
vice.
alter your possible style of play, because if you drink too much, you ain't gonna play the same after that second drink. 9 times out of 10.
Well, some people play better.
No, I agree.
They get looser.
Again, I agree. Some people, everybody's different.
You're not thinking as much. You're not overthinking.
You're getting loosey goosey sometimes.
Yeah, a little overthinking. There's no places that I know you can do a tournament style and smoke cigars.
Okay.
That I don't know anything like that. But
Okay,
drinking,
back to the drinking part, because that's probably gonna be your most. That's what's gonna probably affect you the most while you're playing. In my eyes, I would say.
I think it's more having to keep going to the bathroom. than anything else. Listen, if it
That's why
wasn't
you
for
have
eating,
breaks.
sleeping, and shitting, then I could just stay still all day.
That's why you have breaks, though.
Are you allowed to curse on here?
I try not to, but you can. Because I mean, it's fine. It's
Just
fine.
PG-13.
It's try to be PG-13, but we're all grown here, so
But
that's
what
fine.
13-year-olds are playing poker?
Funny you say that. So,
Besides my son.
well, probably a lot of kids. A lot of people, a lot of poker players' kids. I want to say. You probably just because you're in the house, you have parents have the family over, whatever case.
Yeah,
may
I
be,
taught
you
my
just learn.
daughter. My daughter taught my son or her brother.
See, it just rolls downhill. It's a family affair. I get it. So, but what I was saying is, in the league we play in, they actually had a child run the table up there, and he was like 15 or 16. I don't know how he was playing, but he was young.
Well, you can play.
No,
you
they
can't
changed that.
win. Oh, really?
Yeah, they can't now. You can't play at all. You got to be at least 18 to play.
Not even in the bars like the regular games.
Yep.
I thought it was just the big tournament like the regionals or whatever.
Nah, it's period now. So that's just where they switched it. It makes sense.
Well,
'Cause,
there's that.
Well, I mean,
Sorry, this is not for you kids. This is adult time.
well, and it. Truth be told, hindsight's 2020. Let's make it. It should be only an adult. It is an adult game. If you
Yeah.
think about it, you don't have like a junior poker Olympics or anything like that. You're not gonna have. You're not gonna have certain sports that are supposed to be adult, regardless of the
But why?
child knowing it or not.
Why? What makes it adult game? You're not. There's no
Betting?
penises or people on the cards.
Gambling, betting. You don't want to. I would not. I know you don't. I
We
would.
played Monopoly as a kid. That's gambling.
Not
You
necessarily.
got money. You got property.
How is that gambling,
You got
though?
wheeling and dealing.
That's not gambling.
Negotiations.
That's not.
it's
Yes,
a lot of stuff.
And truth be told, yes, negotiations can be considered gambling in a sense, but Monopoly, you're not gambling or anything. You're literally just buying and exchanging properties. You're doing it in a quote unquote legal sense. Truth be told,
You
Monopoly,
cannot buy property before you're 18 years old.
I get that, but it helps us. Helps it. I see like that in the game of life. I think every child should play those two games in my eyes, just because
Yeah,
of the fact that because
promote teenage pregnancy.
life, yes, you're absolutely right. Okay, maybe not so much
All them
life.
kids.
Maybe Oh gosh, maybe not so
My
much
kids
life.
always overflowed my car like they do now.
Maybe not so much life, but definitely Monopoly. At least in the sense to help manage money. At least help them understand how money can
I don't
work
know.
for
Not
them.
the way if you play with my mama. Okay, let me tell you right now. You learned really how to do stuff if you play with my mama. Shout out, mama.
Shout out, Mama. Hey.
That and Uno.
Oh gosh. Them. Well, Uno, spades. Those certain games. You just.
Well, see, I guess because that's how I grew up. I played spades at 7 and 9 years old with my father. I was his spades partner. What you say? Exactly. So there you go. It was not legal.
Shout out
She
to the
is my
chat.
witness. My child is my witness on here.
Shout out to the chat. What's up? What's up, Chikara? but but so you got to think certain games like you think if you think about it, like dominoes, for instance, child learns how to learn their fives if they're doing the planner right. Dominoes.
But all those games have a gambling aspect.
Yeah, you're right. Well, yeah, you're right. Well,
You can play for cookies. Listen, if you
See,
don't
that's
play for something and teach these kids that nothing is free and give them a sense of competition, then everybody gets a goddamn gold star. No.
I'm a firm believer. I
Yeah.
completely agree.
That's
with
where
the
I'm
whole
going at with
everybody
that.
is a trophy.
Maybe I'm putting my doctor hat on. Sorry.
I don't. I agree with you in the sense that I guess in the sense of I don't agree with everybody gets a trophy theme in that aspect. Now, but even participation trophies is kind of hard to say in a sense because thank you for showing up, but you showed up on your own will anyway. So I mean, but I digress.
I'm not giving nobody no gold stars for just showing up. You better show up and do something.
So,
Listen.
how do you feel you being as a woman coming to a poker table that you are either I don't want to say looked down upon per se, but more no looked down upon, but
First of all, women in poker is coming up. Y'all are scared of us all of a sudden. There's Tilly. There's even Ray J's ex-wife, Passion. What the heck is her name? Princess. Even she plays poker. Like women in poker is coming up. We're not looked down upon, but women, and it's statistically true that women are less averse to taking risk in any of those kinds of games.
and see that I find interesting, and maybe taking advantage of was wrong verbiage I was looking for. But,
Oh no, we take advantage of y'all, especially when we wear our low cut shirts to the table. It's easy.
well, I get that.
Y'all are easy.
It makes because you already know that we can't do that. We don't have that luxury. I can't just walk into.
We gotta have an advantage some kind of way.
The only advantage a man has is if you look like Idris Elba or freaking Boris Cujo, you walking into a poker table. Then maybe you're gonna be distracting some people. But other than that,
Yeah.
I'm not distracting nobody. I can call it what it is. I'm walking in and I'm gonna distract you by just talking junk, and I'm just gonna make it a verbal distraction. So, but I guess more so, what I'm getting at is, are you looked as less of a threat? Maybe that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely. And you use that to your advantage though.
that's what I was gonna say. So you have that to your advantage. Also, again, like you said, the look that you could possibly have on to where, you can also have that over advantage. Men are always going to be distracted.
I'm about to actually text one of my friends that I started playing poker with about this episode. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. So, but no, men are always going to be at a disadvantage in my eyes whenever there's a female at the table because of the fact that one, again, depending on the female's level of attractiveness, that's the first thing we can be like, okay, so now instead of me looking at my cards, I'm gonna more so not so much focus on how you look, but I'm gonna be focused more so on getting your attention. So now my attention's on you instead of my cards, and now I'll probably be out 2-3 hands in, depending on how the game plays.
Well, that's on you.
Well, I know that, but then that's what I'm getting in the sense of how you guys will always, like I said, you guys will always have an advantage if you're playing in a mix. I would say that.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you believe that. Thank you for letting me know.
Tell me if you disagree, please. I want to hear so because of the
I
fact
give you all the secrets. Come on, ladies, we can't give them all the secrets.
I'm not asking for any secrets. This is like I said, this is a general aspect because
It's
of the
against
fact.
girl code. No, I'm just kidding.
Here we go. There's the girl code. But no, but you think about it. Again, a woman, period. walks into any establishment, not even poker. Let's just take poker out of the establishment.
Well, do you remember like 2 weeks ago when the
Oh,
ladies,
Randy
the
was
ladies
a little upset
won?
with that. Randy was a little upset about that. He didn't want to. He didn't want.
He didn't want to talk about it, but I am. Let me tell y'all. 2 weeks ago during our poker games, 2 out of the 3 games, the ladies won first place, and the last game, the lady won second place. So it was definitely a ladies' night, and it was only about 3 of us, 4 of us,
Yeah, it was only like 3.
and it was 2 tables of guys, so it was way more of y'all, and we took y'all down, and I was one of them.
Yeah, you were one of them. You did one of the games, and that again. So that's how. But okay, so with that being said, that's a different story. Don't take this the wrong way. You're not going to be a distraction in our league. You already know that. You
Why?
aren't.
Because I'm married.
That one, in respect, but also in the sense that you're pretty much like.
My time has passed. I'm an old maid. He's calling me a spinster in the poker world right now, and it's okay. Because in the beginning, it was not like that.
I'm not saying that. I'm not going down that road. Because
I'm a poker spinster. It's okay.
I'm not,
because now that they see me as one of them, I'm a threat.
I'm not going down that road. I'm not.
You already went down that road. We already eased on down the yellow brick road. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean. I say this in the sense of one, because like I said, yes, you are in married. So one, I do in respect. I see you as just a regular another poker player, but also
are
in sense,
men.
well,
you may not.
Yeah, men are men, but
yeah.
But also, again, we play enough that, and again, I look at you as just, lack of a better word, one of the guys.
Okay.
So you're not gonna have that.
Okay.
I say that in the sense that you're not gonna have, I guess, the same distraction per se. That makes sense.
I disagree.
You don't think so?
Oh no.
So you're telling me that if you were playing with the same
depending on
group
what
of,
I'm wearing, yes. When I'm playing with the same group, depending on what I'm wearing, what I'm doing, what's going around, yes, absolutely. No, they try to be, a little bit more. I'm not gonna say slick. I'm gonna say cognizant because they know my husband. But yeah, no, they get distracted.
Not all men are the same.
No, not all women are the same.
I'll just say that. So
yeah,
because I would respectfully disagree with some of that comment.
But quite honestly,
and I'm speaking for me,
I like that. I'm not my femininity is not always a distraction because that means that when I win, you can't say, "Oh, it's because I was distracted." Oh, because it's you're a girl. Da 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 da. No, it's skill exactly, and I want to be judged on my merit and my skill.
I get that, and I completely understand that. And then you should be. I aside from the title being Men versus Venus versus Mars, I am a firm believer in equality. So I will just say that off the break. But
I'm not a believer in equality. I'm a believer in equity.
I like
things
that.
have to be equitable, not equal.
I like that.
We're not going to be equal. We're not made the same, so therefore we can never be equal. But that's a whole nother discussion.
No, I respect that, and I would agree with that. And in hindsight, I would agree with that in a sense. So, but going off of equality, men versus women, what do you feel that you have something to prove when you get to the table? Like if you're in a
I don't care if it's women or men at the table, green people or Martians. I've always got something to prove because I want to win.
And okay, I get that, but just you feel like
if I go to like when we went down to Stafford to Hard Times, I think it is called.
Mm-hmm.
You come to the table and the guys are like, "Oh, who's that? Like, what is going on?" And you just started playing. Yeah, it's fresh. The fresh meat. Men or women, I don't know if men have that same thing with other men, but I know I get the fresh meat stink all the time, literally.
well, because one, you're a woman, and two, you're a fresh face to a usual group of people, so you're always gonna get that. All right, hold on, who are you? Why are you pulling up in my spot? So that you feel that gives you more, just like, all right, yeah, now I gotta prove myself even more. Like,
yeah, because then you also know how each other plays, and I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So people are inherently creatures of habit, and your play style does not change too dramatically unless you trained yourself to play in an erratic way. And depending on, what kind of game it is, I do that. Like I'll play, especially cash games, I play a little bit more erratic.
Now, is that because it's a cash game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
because you got to outlast the other person in a tournament style. You just got to have more money in a cash game.
True.
And I don't have a lot of money, so therefore, I've got to collect everyone else's money by throwing them off their game.
Okay, I get that. I feel like I'm not one to get erratic unless, like, go back to our other point of I've been drinking too damn much. So I was just because then at that point I'm not either focused on what I should be doing or I've just lost all coherentness.
I don't think
that
I've
point.
ever gotten that way in a game.
Thankfully, I haven't either.
Well, I drink whiskey too, so
I-
that kind of keeps me stable.
Well, you stick with what you know,
Yeah.
and you stick to what works for you.
Mhm.
Now, what would you say? Probability. I think we made that quote. Were you more liable to play erratic on a really bad hand if you're in a cash game, or a really good hand?
Well, let's talk about what a good hand and bad hand is then.
Okay, that's a good question.
Yeah,
too. Let's
because
start
it
there.
depends. Like I love 7 deuce,
That's the stupidest hand in the world, but that's fine.
but it works.
if-
It works for me.
hold on. Let me say something real quick. So before y'all, those that don't know, you're not in the poker world. 7 deuce is the absolute worst hand you can have in poker.
Statistically,
because
unless you're me.
somehow I have no idea. This woman right here pulls it off, but the reason it's the worst because you don't have anything. You can either pair a deuce or pair 7 or pair them both.
You have an
There's
inside
no
straight.
more-
You've got
there's
trips. You've
yeah.
got
Well, no, but in the sense that, but again,
Both?
yeah, you have either a pair of both, or you get pair both, pair one or the other, or
you
going
get a-
into the trips or the boat and everything like that. But again, you don't have anything to work with starting off. You have the
you have
possibility.
a great bluffing hand too.
It works.
It
It
does
works.
work.
It does work.
You just got to do it right. You got to believe, is what I say.
Yes, you definitely got to believe, but again,
Don't go ham though, because I've done that and it's not been good.
See again. So
Yeah.
back. Okay, so
Not
back to-
always good.
okay, so back to 7 deuce. So
Yeah.
what would
Good starting hand. You know, you're gonna have your starting top pairs, your aces, your kings, your queens, your jacks, your tens. Those are your good starting hands. Those have about, I think you said, 80% probability of winning, depending on what the flop is. And then you're supposed to limp in kings, not supposed to show that. Blah blah blah.
now real quick because again I like teaching
Okay.
on it.
Yeah.
Limping in is in a sense if you know you already have the best hand statistically you have the best hand, you don't bet first. You let everybody else bet and then you play in. That's called limping in, right?
Yeah. So
Okay,
you're not supposed to. The book says you're supposed to limp in your kings, meaning you're not supposed to bet high on your pocket kings because it's a high probability of winning. Even if you have aces get cracked all the time, but they still say it's statistically 80% to
Hurts
win.
the
I know.
most. That is, real quick, that is the worst in the world. Like, okay? I got a quick question. What is your worst pocket aces beat?
Oh shit, all of them. Especially when they get it on the river.
No, but what like so?
Oh my god, if they get
so-
something on the river, if they got 2 sevens and they get a 7 on the river, if they get 2 pair and it's not another pair on the board, like something like that, it pisses me off. On the river is the worst thing for me.
So I was playing online. I had pocket aces, right? And I went all in for the most part because I think I was somewhat short staffed. But I was like, I got pocket aces. Everybody was already betting, so I was like, the bet was already like up there. It's like, you know what? Shoot, I just throw it all in. By that point, I had pocket aces. The other 2 people that called me had my other aces. So they had like ace 8 offsuit and then ace 9 offsuit. I was like, I'm good. Only they can do is pair their card and I'm good because I still got my aces. Guess how I lost?
Straight?
Flush.
Oh, flush. Yeah.
I almost broke my tablet that night.
It's not
It
necessary.
was that no, because I was playing in the tournament. I was playing in the actual tournament.
Oh, you were in the World Poker Tavern tournament thing?
No, I was playing
For money?
WPT.
For money?
Somewhat, yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. My point. You see, so again, my point exactly. And it was bad. I was so heated. It was
Yeah.
only like the 3rd or 4th hand. That's what made me mad the worst. I was so pissed.
So, and then it's all about position.
Yeah.
So you can have a bad hand and a good position, or you can have a good hand and a bad position. So you have to kind of just figure out like who is folding, who is staying in, and
Now explain
where you
position
are.
as well.
position is where your next play is. So from the dealer, you have your small blind and your big blind and your first to act. And your position is designated based on where you're sitting. And how you play depends on how everyone else either stays in or folds. So even if you have your dealer and your small blind, they're still in, your big blind, maybe they're still in, your first to act is still in, the next person who's first to act maybe folds, the next person to your right, maybe they're still in, you want to stay in or fold or whatever, and you may have like 2 or 3 other people to your left because there's normally only 8 or 9 people per table.
Yeah.
So that's where your position plays in. Now, if you have one of those high money that's sitting out there, some people do that. It could be at $1,500 out there, and somebody bet 30,000. It's like, what are you doing? And that means they're just trying to protect what they have, and they just want to hurry and get this over with and not not lose.
I get it.
Then you'll have somebody to call.
Yeah, it's happened to me, so I get it.
And
so.
either their call will either be your fate or your glory. You don't know.
Well, you weren't there the TOC when I took Oh Boy out in the very first hand. Me and Randy talked about it. On
Yeah.
the phone.
Yeah, I
you were there.
was.
That's why I couldn't remember. Was
that TLC? Yeah. Hold on, I got my TLC coin on me.
You didn't win that one.
No, not that one, but in the past.
Oh, you had to bring it, didn't you? Is that your what's it called? Your card?
This is my TLC one. This is purple. It's my favorite colors. That's why I like to have it.
I figured because Ravens, of course. So you know I'm blind. I can't see nothing. When did you get this?
2 years ago, I think. Somewhere in Babylon. It was with TLC in Babylon. Yeah.
Huh.
Got a couple of them.
I only got one, and I got one for points last season. That was it.
Oh, okay.
That was
I have the points for this year. Did I get my thingy?
Yeah, I gave it to you.
Okay, just making sure.
I won last year though.
Oh, okay.
Remember I beat you last year? Remember that?
No, that was so long ago.
No, you don't remember?
No.
I got the plaque. I mean, if you don't want to,
It was, why are you bringing up old shit?
Thought I thought about it. Look, I so for all transparency, I started poker. Like I might have mentioned this before. I started poker because of the fact that I went through some stuff and I needed a distraction in a sense. So
you just started playing?
Yeah, like when we first met, it was like 2 years ago.
Oh,
like that was Let me rephrase. Let me back up a bit. I played a bit, but nothing to the fact.
So you never played at any of the local bars before?
I played it around the corner. I tried not to use.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tried. Yeah,
we didn't get no money from there.
Yeah, exactly. So I went around there, played there a couple times, but nothing to the extent of where we usually the league that we play in.
How'd you learn? Like online?
I don't remember.
I learned.
Oh, you know what? I walked into Babylon.
Oh.
I just happened to walk in and y'all were playing, and I was like, "What's going on?" And I think I missed the first game, and I think I ended up sitting in on the second game.
It's a local bar. Okay, well it's closed. It's closed now. Yeah.
But,
I learned how to play when I bartended in Hawaii, and I was at the Fleet Reserve, which is a Navy bar.
Okay.
And I saw everyone playing, and I was bartending, and I'm like, I want to learn how to play, and I picked it up.
It's not. So learning how to play poker is easy in my eyes, but okay, learning the game, the aspect of the game is easy. Like you get
the rules.
Yeah, the rules. Okay, the rules are easy. I'll say that.
The rules are easy,
but
strategy is a different story.
That's a whole different animal, and I completely agree.
Yeah.
That's where I'll even say for me, only being I think 2 or so years in, I still have that issue to where I have to learn and work on my strategy, my approach to things like that, because I have only been doing it for like just about, I want to say May. No, actually, not even May. Maybe June or so is probably 2 years.
Well, you need to talk to your friend. His name begins with O, and he can tell you how I taught him.
Are we starting up something? Because
No, this is true. He'll tell you.
You seriously taught him?
Yes, he'll tell you.
I did not know.
No mercy. No mercy.
Well, I'll say this, that I don't even remember when I learned or how I even learned, because I might have went over there once and then maybe just jumped in, whatever case of me, maybe caught it online or something like that. But I know I'm constantly always trying to figure out different ways of learning. Like I said, different tells, because it's besides the fact that it's a
tells is an interesting thing. You know, you hear about that all the time with the big poker players, and is it a real thing though?
Yes, I agree. I think it is. So
it can be.
If you're playing with novice players, it is.
Okay. Well, I watch some of the like the big people on the World Series of Poker and all that kind of stuff, and I look for what they're looking at, and they literally just stare at each other.
Mm-hmm. but they've been playing it for a
And I'm
very
just
long
like-
time. But if you think about it, and again, you saying that you watch those same tours. If you watch the ones that are amateurs, you watch their tells and their signs, and you see how they're playing as well. On top of the fact that how they're reacting to their cards, but also how they play.
Well, I have a great poker face. I do. And it came from some training that I had where someone said, I had an old six who told me that I use too many facial expressions. Yeah, he said that wrong, but it was what it was. He said I need to be
I'm about to say
stoic.
that just sounds.
Well, it was a job that I had to do, and he didn't want that to be a distraction when I gave my brief. So, but anyway, so
okay, I get that.
yeah, so I learned how to be more stoic, which then translated into my poker game.
See, I didn't have a poker face. Like I was actually told, like, yeah, I knew what you had. Like your eyes gave it away, or something to that effect, or just it's the minimalist things you think of. Like if I'm watching you, or not so much watching per
It's
se.
practice. You gotta.
Yeah,
It takes practice.
It takes practice. It's practice to one.
Because some people don't have it. They look at, oh my god, oh.
Exactly.
And like when I ain't gonna lie, Randy, when he has a bad hand, or if he has a good hand, he'll be like, oh my god, I ain't got shit. I already know he got a good hand.
yeah, you know he's full of it. Exactly. I absolutely understand.
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Yeah. Shout out Randy, bro. I miss you, bro. You know you're still my guy.
He said, I ain't dead. Why you missing me?
Yeah, I know that. he did call. So real quick, I did get that phone call. Did you call him and tell him you replaced him?
I did not say I replaced him.
Well, that's the call I got for the most
Oh
part.
my goodness.
I did shit. Damn sure got that phone call. Like
I am not replacing you. I have a job.
That bro said, "Man, I wouldn't even. My body wasn't even cold yet, man. You done already placed me already, man. This was like maybe like a day or so later. It's like, man, my body ain't even cold
That
yet,
is
man. You already
funny.
replaced me, and you replaced me with a cup. I'm like, oh, it's my bad, bro. It's all good. But,
Whatever.
nah, you know it's all good. Hey, look, truth be
To
told,
the left, to the left.
oh, you wrong for that. You are so wrong for that. Oh. There's something else. We wanted to get into something else. Something you wanted to. We went back and forth on. Oh, gosh bless it. I can't even remember it now. Sorry, I'm blanking out. I'm having an old person on me. Oh, that's another person. So, okay. So quick, pivot from poker as usual. I usually try to go into a little more entertainment, personal aspect, whatever the case.
All right,
may
you've
be.
done it
So-
for a half hour, so I'll
yeah.
give it to you.
So, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, with you being a married woman, do you ever have? Because my folks are going through something right now. So my folks ain't spoke to each other in about 3 weeks for the dumbest reason I've ever
It's
heard
always
of.
for something dumb.
Yeah, so they don't care. So I'm putting my business out there. So.
Listen, don't have Mama and Daddy Darren come down here and shoot me.
No, I already got the approval, so that's
Okay.
fine. So, but so even simplest things like so they were arguing. I had a slight conversation because the TV went out. My mother said my dad just constantly watching TV, so he's the reason why the TV went out. Come to find out, it went out for like a day or so, and now it's you see
That
where I'm
is
going
too
with this
cute.
exactly.
That is so cute.
So that happened.
They probably just needed a break any daggone way. Once you be married for so long, sometimes you just
And
need a
that's
break.
exactly what I was getting to. That's
Just
exactly
need a
what my
break.
mother said. She was like, "Look, I'm fine. We're happy. Like we haven't spoken to each other. He comes up going, but here's whatever. I'm like, but I'm thinking to myself,
They'll come back eventually.
they've been together 52 years.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
It worked for them. Now they're comfortable. That's in their lifestyle. I heard that and it made me concerned because I say concerned because of the fact that I'm not gonna get into that another show because that's my whole other therapy session that I got going on from my past. But I can't. That was an issue. Like it was conceived. Well, not so much conceived to be an issue, but the more time that was away, it seemed like the more distance was.
That can happen.
You
If
know
you
what
don't
I
have
mean?
a strong base, then anything, and that goes with friendships. It can come, your poker world, whatever you do, your hobbies. If you don't have a strong base in something, anything can fracture it. Any earthquake can shatter it.
I agree. I completely agree. But I guess more so in the sense, do you feel is that something that not so much builds, but more so I guess I'm trying to find the word that helps.
Trust and cohesion helps
Yeah.
to form that base and that foundation, so that when things start shaking it up a bit, those fractures can be mended a little bit easier.
I guess more so. I guess the word I was looking for is: do you feel, in a sense, what the crap? We went out. Okay, we'll plug in.
Are we out again? Oh, there
no,
we go.
we back. Came back.
And we're
Hold on for
back.
a second. Yeah, we're back.
It's a commercial break.
Yeah, sorry for that.
Because my husband and I met playing poker,
Oh, that's another thing.
smoking
I wanna get into. Go
cigars,
ahead.
and drinking whiskey.
So,
And he would stare at me. And I'm just like, why are you staring?
well, so, but okay, but that. Why? What was that? So with him staring at you, y'all just sitting there playing poker and everything like that. You being woman,
I just stared back. I had at that time my son was like 4 or 5 years old. I was doing staring contests. I'm like, okay, is what we doing? Okay. I wasn't paying it no mind, so it was what it was. But yeah, we used to do that together. And then what's interesting is that I was playing, at the plays that we used to play at, all the time, and y'all wouldn't see him.
Yeah,
Y'all wouldn't see him. I don't know if you were. Well, they wouldn't see him. Randy knew a days when he did not even really exist. Well, he would be around.
Moments now.
He.
Love you, bro.
So yeah, so he would actually go to the cigar lounge, and especially on Sundays, and go watch football games.
That's what I mean. So I know.
Yeah, he would go watch football game, and I go play poker and chill. And then eventually he was like, well, I don't see you on Sundays. And I'm like, well, you got to come play poker. So I'm not going to just sit there. I want to play poker. You can play poker if you want to, or you can go play the game. He was like, well, you know what? And then sometimes I'm like, well, why don't you just come play sometimes with me? Spend some time with me. He's like, okay. And then eventually it just became all the time. And it is what it is now.
Do you feel like...
And now we like each other's opponents all the time.
Yeah, y'all...
We are not friends at the poker table. My husband and I...
Oh, that is...
Antonio, we are not friends at the poker table.
Hold on. You can tell me stuff. Hold on.
We are not friends at the poker table. Okay. All right. So there you go.
I love it. But you know what? But the best part is the fact
he is
that
my bodyguard, but he's not my
that's
best
for
friend.
damn sure. One thing I know, I keep. That's why I keep.
And I am his too.
Hey, but see, look, I love the fact that you guys have that type of relationship that you guys are.
Well, sometimes I don't want to talk to him either. But if we go play, so maybe it carry over a little bit, but we still play and we still drink and we still do our thing.
The bottom line is you guys still come back together.
Yeah, absolutely. We ain't got no choice. Now we got kids together. We don't have no choice.
But you always have a choice. I mean, everybody has a choice.
Yeah.
It's just how what you do
I
with
hear
that
the dating
choice.
game is full of, the pool is full of pee. I'm good.
So that was gonna be my next one I want to get into. So not to get into too much of it, but I tried to, dip my foot back or my toe back into it, and
a foot.
We're
That's
gonna,
what we gonna call it?
we're not. Don't do that. But to speak in a general sense,
We grown.
Yeah, we are grown, but I don't trust.
I like this.
Yeah. I'm telling you, they'll sneak up on you too.
He gave me this lavender. I like purple moonshine. So
Lemon lavender moonshine.
I'm about to go to poker feeling real good.
But I think with everything changing, like I'm still kind of stuck in my 2019. No, I'm sorry, like 2010 mindset. Like technology, how things went about differently.
Dude, you realize that was like 20 years ago, right?
I'm going to slap
30
you.
years ago?
Sorry, still. It's 2010, but it's almost 20 years. Almost 20 years, yes.
Yeah.
I get that. I was married for a very long time. But back to what I'm getting. Damn it! Listen, all right. What I'm getting at in a sense, but you don't have the same things you had back then. Like you don't have a lot of the avenues or just anything in my eyes these days.
Like what? To date or to stay married? I'm confused.
To date.
Okay. Like what? I mean, shoot. Back in college, we had dating apps.
Not to the okay.
Yeah, MySpace, Black Planet,
so
Yahoo Messenger,
really
AOL IM. Exactly.
Well, okay. I guess I'm getting to the sense of now that
eHarmony,
Match.com. Yeah, no, there's so many of them. Went through all of them, but what I'm getting at in the sense of you can't do it the same nowadays. And I say that you
Enlighten
don't
me.
know.
No, I don't know.
My point exactly. So you don't know. And I say that in the sense of like AI. AI is ruining that in my eyes.
What happened?
Just
Catfishing people?
well, not even just catfishing. So you can say you find someone, quote unquote, you may find interest in on a dating app, and then you start messaging back and forth. You'll get to a certain point to where if you ask at least in my eyes, at least where I've gotten to, as soon as you ask a personal question, either it's not
How personal you getting? Hey guys, hey Randy.
hey, bro, I told you, man, I love you, bro.
I mean, you
It's
apparently
just-
you gotta have a PhD. That should be a compliment to you. You gotta have a PhD to replace you. I mean, that's a compliment, right? Who's it's on? It's a new host.
I did not
Yes.
do nothing of this, bro. We had this conversation. We'll talk offline, bro. I still love you, bro. But you were not replaced, man. We gonna talk about.
Don't pay him no
Anyways.
mind. You know goddamn well not to pay Randy no mind because I talked to Randy. He gave me a
know.
thumbs up.
Yeah,
That's what he gave me, a thumbs up. I don't know what he gave you.
I got that thumbs up phone call right after it. No, but back when I'm saying so, you threw me off. No, but so like I said, so like you have decent conversation back and forth, but it's easy responses that AI I guess can pick up on. If that makes sense, in my eyes.
Okay, just give me the logistics of the IT.
Okay,
so you're talking to someone and then you get an AI response. How do you know it's AI?
Well, that's the thing. If I'm having just a messenger conversation with somebody that I met through this so-called app, it's always like a quick or generic response. Well, not so much generic response, but like I'm feeling like it's an AI generated response.
So like when you text somebody and you can press yes or no thank you or whatever, like just the easy thing.
Yeah, but it's hard.
Okay.
It's more deep. It's like it's a detailed response.
What are you asking them that needs deep response?
Well, no, just I guess more. It's more so in the sense of I can't watch this.
Don't watch that. We're trying to have a serious conversation. And he's talking about he got a PhD in these streets.
But but no. So like, like, hey, where are you from? Where are you at? General answers that I guess can be easily responded to. But then you go into like, how many brothers or what do you like? What are your more deeper interests? Not even so much evasive questions or crazy, but just something that will require, I guess, a bit more personal guest host. Well, I don't it's gonna be a guest host. There's no
Dang, I think they like me.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna look. Y'all just like the show.
Should we
How
put
about
it to
that?
a vote?
Oh, we're not. Y'all not getting
No,
me
I'm
messed
just
up.
kidding.
Like the show. This is like the show. We're gonna
This
keep
is an
going,
every
bro.
now and a thing.
Yeah.
Every now and again thing. I've given them creative content, and
it's much
the woman
appreciated.
behind the scenes, by the way. But anyway, go ahead.
but I guess that makes a little bit more sense. So like, if once you get into like a slightly invasive version or question per se, then it's like, contact
First of all,
stops off.
I'm gonna blame you for this.
As you should.
Because if you want to get into a deep conversation with someone, then that requires a face-to-face.
And that's what I was gonna get at.
However, do understand, I don't know what age group you dealing with. That might be it as well. I don't know.
Another topic.
Yeah, see? Because there is a cutoff point where people can actually answer questions intelligently with feeling, XYZ, that our generation learned how to do, that the next generation did not necessarily gain those skills and know how to do if they were not taught.
Agreed.
And most of them were not taught.
Agreed.
My daughter was taught.
Well, I mean,
But a lot of people were not taught to do that. So therefore, it's a mixed match. So if you want to have a deep conversation, go out with that person.
well, that's what I was gonna get at. I came to the point. I got into the point where like in my eyes,
Take them to a poker game and see how they act.
You know why I'm looking at you
I know.
like this.
Yeah, I can feel the
That's-
heat.
Yeah, okay.
I can
That's
feel
not
the
even-
heat.
Not even doing that. No, but
You ask me a question. Listen, you ask me a question. I'm gonna give you the real.
but no, what I get, I'm getting to the point where like online is just complete utter bullshit.
Then
because
you
of the
need to
fact
go
that-
to the
Well, that's what I'm
grocery
getting at.
stores,
And
to the
that's-
gym. They got good
and
women's there.
and that's what I was getting at because of the fact that I've learned the fact that this whoever I'm meeting or supposedly quote unquote talking to online is either AI or they're quote unquote catfishing, whatever the case may be. If I meet you in person, I already know you. I've already put face or I know exactly who I'm talking to. Versus,
So where do you go in order to meet people?
I don't know. Again, I'm still
No,
stuck.
where do you go?
I don't. So I don't technically go out to meet people per se, unless I have, but
Do you go out at all?
not anymore. Really, I
Well,
mean, if
there you
anything, I
go.
go, well,
So what do you want?
well,
You want another person on the other end that's like a Darren 2.0 women version,
Well-
looking for not using AI and talk like you do.
well. Nah, I don't want anybody like me. I don't, in a sense. I want somebody to like me for me, but I don't want anybody like me.
Okay.
Because I want somebody that's gonna make me see a different side of me. There was a matter of fact, there was a verse, or no, not a verse, but a friend of mine put a quote out. I really, really wish I could remember the quote because I don't want to mess it up. But but
Okay, it's on. Thank you.
but it was the I guess the main point of the quote was if someone can find or pull out of me something that I didn't present to them, that's somebody I want to be with.
Okay, but that takes time.
Well, my point exactly, but not necessarily too much time. You can catch somebody. You can catch somebody's intentions.
People are so guarded, especially when you over 35.
I was guarded for a very long time, especially after the shit that I went through. So I trust me. I get
You
it.
may be more guarded now than you think you are.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. I really don't. I know at some point. I know again. I need to get back down and lay down on the couch again. I know this. I've come to terms with this.
Yeah.
I need a nice long, like good weeks long therapy session just to really get some.
Everyone
stuff
needs
out.
therapy. Even I
Yeah.
do therapy.
Yeah. See, and again, it's not necessary. I mean, I won't say it's not. It is necessary because you if you're holding things in, you're never gonna heal or you're never gonna be able to process what you're, I guess, pondering on. That's probably why reason I don't get a lot of sleep now. Again, I think from where I was 2 years ago, I'm better off.
Mm-hmm.
I still got some few things that I still wish to work on, like just whatever the case may be. But one of the things is I want to be able to.
Oh my goodness.
This is why we love the chat. If you're watching live, if you're not watching live, there's a very strong conversation going on in the chat with my co-host who's not here right now.
Normal co-host
Yeah, so
who still is ghosting and being around some kind of way.
he's still around, but we working on some things right now. But
It's all good.
no, I guess
I am here for you.
you guys have been. That's the main thing. You guys don't know this, but everybody since I started playing poker, have been my inadvertent therapist for the most part. I mean, I may not put everything out there.
No, that's all good.
But I put enough out there to where I can get the not so much response, but I guess the
Oh, my husband tell you that's the cigar lounge for him for a long time until he met me, and I'm just he don't need all that.
and that
'Cause I'm all, all you gotta do is cry.
but I guess that's in the sense like I guess that's where I try to go getting out. In
He's a lot stronger than you're giving him credit for, Randy.
I appreciate that.
He's a strong man. He's got this. We got his back.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And well, in the sense, be cautious with who you, I guess, keeping. What do you consider your circle? Like I have my circle in a sense. Like I've got a very strong sense of. I already know a good 6 people that off the break. Phone call never lasts. Not even that. I just drop an address. Like, look, I need you there ASAP.
Yeah.
And I go. What's it called? More so, I try to keep. I know what I have a lot of associates. And with associates, you got to be very careful in a sense. But everybody, I guess, like I was saying, everybody plays their part in a sense. So I don't know, not so much the intermixing, the different circles, whatever the case may be, but just having a strong support group. Yes, and self-medicating it sometimes.
Oh goodness.
But
It's because of the
really,
smoke.
bro, man, we're not going there. All right?
I don't know anything about smoking.
I don't
so.
either. I don't know what he's talking
Yeah.
about.
He must
he's
be
got me
high
messed
right
up.
now.
Yeah, he's got me messed up.
He got a job where he can get high. We don't.
Yeah, we working. So, but No, I mean, for me, I'm a personal person, and I'm gonna give you a shirt off my back and give you 120% of me if I know you're true. And I guess that goes back to my aspect of
Have you been disappointed by that?
yeah, the
Okay,
past 12
so
years
well,
beforehand.
remember you can't pour from an empty cup.
I agree.
So how you gonna give 120% to someone else and you give yourself nothing?
You're right, but
There you go.
okay. So with that being said,
Hmm.
at what point is it? How do you balance the two in a sense? Because I guess that's the hardest part. Maybe that may have been that. This gonna be a whole nother show.
Yeah, I know,
But
right? You say time out.
yeah, but not just to, I guess real quick this one.
You do things.
Finding that balance.
You have your own hobbies, and like I like to travel. I'm part of a group that travels. I like to take cruises all the time if I could, but I do things without my husband sometimes. He does things without me. I probably do more without him than he does without me, though. And we just make it work.
Okay. Everybody. I know everybody's
I
different.
tell my husband, "Hey, I need you. I need
tell-
attention." Yeah, I say, "I need attention. Give me some tension." That's what I say.
Now
I'm a big baby though.
But see now I got a question. So
I can be a brat.
no, not necessarily that. I don't doubt that. But don't you started with me, so I'm gonna start with you. Anyways, and yeah, you probably back me up too. Anyways, but what I was gonna ask you though, so if you if he were to ask you something like, "Hey, what is it that you need from me?" Would you ever tell him you should no before you answer this?
No, I'm listening.
Would you ever tell him you should already know?
No,
Okay.
no, because I would never do that. Because I tend to try to fight fair. Not everyone has that skill. I'm not going to confirm or deny my husband wouldn't do that or not. But no, I do not, because I know how to argue fair, fight fair, and I bring tools of the trade as far as how to talk in relationships whenever I'm having those conversations.
So, and I guess that's
But he doesn't like it. So psychoanalyzing me, but I'm not. I'm just literally using the tools of the trade into my conversation and trying to come to a resolution without having to go to a therapist necessarily.
But that's a simple. But my whole point is it's a simple question. He comes to you and he asks you, or hey, what is it that you need from me? What is it that you want from me? And you,
Oh, and I always tell him. He ain't even got to ask me that question.
see, and that's
He don't. He does not. I'm like, listen, this is what I need. Is what I want. I overly share.
and this was part of my therapy session because I had my past. I was told that I should already know, and if I tell you, it's not genuine.
So when people say that, they may have felt like they've already said it time and time and over again.
But you change over time. Women, y'all change at the drop of a dime.
That is not true.
You change.
So
you probably change more than you do your shoes. Let's be honest.
it's just like playing poker. That's not totally true. So yes and no. So women, we're allowed.
I'm not being misogynistic. Let's start there. Please do
No,
not attack
you're
me.
being stereotypical. But women tend, if a man changes up their routine, a woman will notice. That is a fact. A woman will notice and say, "What the hell is going on? Why is this? Why is that?" If a woman changes up her routine, you guys don't see it as something wrong. You guys see it as normal, which is on y'all. That's y'all downfall. Because it could be something that she changed up for, and you're thinking, well, that's just normal, but it's not, and there's something going on with her. So that's what she means by you should know.
How? This is gonna get real. I'm trying not to get deep, but
You a brat.
yeah.
I am a brat.
But no, but I can.
But I'm a smart brat.
We all change. Everybody.
And I can beat your ass in poker, brat.
But shut up, put up or shut up in an hour. So, anyways, but no, we all gonna change. We're all human beings. We're supposed to change. We're all supposed to grow.
Usually evolve together.
Yes, and I completely understand that. But like I was saying, and not to be stereotypical or misogynistic, women will always change. What is more so, maybe not so much appreciative but more so what it is means the most to you in a sense. Same thing. That's not. I may be wrong, and please tell me if I'm wrong with this. We're gonna kind of end this on this one because I know I'm gonna go into a whole different therapy session. I'm gonna lay down.
I don't know what you mean by that, but okay.
Here's what I'm getting at. Here in the sense of,
because I mean, my husband has I've taught him things and he's taught me things. Now,
well, that's not about
he's
the
a little
teaching
older
side.
than me.
Well,
We're gonna go by that, but he thinks that sometimes that I can't teach him things. But now he's learning that there are some things I can teach him. So if you saying what you want changes, well, what stage was I in? Was I a mom? Was I going after my career? Was I in one hobby and now that hobby does not exist for one thing or another, or I can't afford that hobby, whatever the case may be? So why are we changing it?
it's not about we changing anything.
Well,
but
why am I changing it? If I'm a woman changing something.
And that's what I'm getting at. Because if I know not so much the same exact thing, if I know that you're appreciative of going off of the 5 languages, let's go off with the 5 love languages. If I know you're appreciative of quality acts of service, let's say acts of service. I know if you're appreciative of acts of service for however long, and then if I'm at one point now I prepare or give you an act of service, and that I'm getting a totally different reaction, that's a change. And if I come to you and ask you like, hey, what is it that you need from me now? Because now, before my mindset, your love language at this current stage in life was
that's
act of
just
service.
knowing how to communicate properly. Then I mean, there's a mix of that. You got to learn. You got to know how to communicate properly.
But that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
it is not communicating. Hey, asking you, hey, what is it that you need from me now? If I'm thinking you are on actual service for the past 12 or 10 or 5 years, or the case may be, and now I come to you like, look, what is it now? Gift giving, time, equality time, physical touch. What is it? And
well,
you come
sometimes
to me
there's
now,
no answer, and they don't want anything from you, and they're just being difficult.
but you give me.
But here's the thing: you're worrying about their reaction instead of controlling how your emotions are affected and what you can do to control the situation. You can't control how somebody else feels and what they need.
But my emotions are going to be affected if I'm constantly trying to quote unquote pour into something and I'm not.
You don't do that no more. Stop, because that's messing up. Stress causes heart attacks. I refuse to die at 49 like my daddy. I'm not doing it.
And I'm not trying to either.
Then don't do it.
Well, I learned that.
Put your
lesson.
foot down.
I learned that lesson.
Yeah, hard
now.
apparently.
Yeah,
You hard-headed. In
Very
so
much
many
so.
ways, even in poker.
Wow. On that note,
So
you know what?
many ways.
Y'all might not see it.
Let me
when I
tell you
come
how
back.
this man has had like 80,000 chips.
Oh,
like
you really
stacks
going
like
there?
this high. You couldn't even see his eyeballs. And I cut it down in size. But anyway.
Randy said that. Randy said I get distracted a lot. That's why, because I'm trying to
They
run the
want
game.
a servant, not a mate.
He's talking about
Don't go to the light.
Shut up, man.
A
All right,
servant?
so
Nah, we don't want a servant. Don't say they. That person wants a servant, not a mate. Don't say they. Don't generalize.
yeah,
I don't want a servant. I don't want no man that is just gonna just lay out the carpet all the time and do this and the third. If you're a doormat, what am I gonna do with you? I need a strong man. I need someone who takes charge. I need someone who understands my femininity as well as my strength as a woman, things that I've been through, what I contribute to. Bring that out of me. Understand that I am strong. I'm very strong spoken, but I can also be subservient when I need to be.
about to say, would you let your strong suit, your strong mindset, and everything contradict his leadership and being a leader?
He probably would say sometimes, but I would say no.
So
I already know what he's going to say.
So how do you? So how? Never mind. That's a
Yeah.
whole nother therapy session. Anyway,
Sometimes not. It depends on what the situation is. It really does. It really just depends on the situation.
well, I look. All people aren't created equal, and there's a reason why men are from Mars and women are from Venus. So we'll never meet on the same page.
That's not true. We can be on the same page. That's not true.
A lot of times it's true.
You said never. Don't say never.
Okay, I won't say never. Wishful thinking. I hope to find.
We are yin and yang. We are to fit together. We don't have to have the same thing all the time. We're just like hand in glove. That's what we are.
I'm looking for a Bonnie. I'm looking for a Bonnie to my Clyde. How about
Hell
that?
yeah, let's go. We go. You heard this right. You heard this, universe. He wants a Bonnie to his Clyde. He's about 6'2". He walks on the beach. He plays poker. Yes, this is a whole.
Okay, my dating profile just went up all over the place. I greatly appreciate that. Golly. Appreciate y'all. So as you can see, I just been pimped out on YouTube, so I appreciate that. Dr. Coco, appreciate you for coming
Thank
by.
you for having me. This was fun.
It was definitely fun. And we didn't go too into the whole men versus women aspect, hopefully.
We went enough.
Here we go. You're still not the token woman on this show. But please come back. Check us out again. We want to promote. What's your socials so everybody can find you? Possibly come back. Check you out again. What's your socials?
I don't do socials.
Hey, very
Sorry.
good. So that's fine. Well, anybody so y'all know I do. If you ain't found out yet, I'm right here. This is my IG, DAddison703 on IG. You can always find us on YouTube. Just
What?
shout out to my boy Randy in the chat. Hopefully see you soon, bro, once we work them things out. But as always, thank you all for checking us out. We will definitely be back at a same time, usual time. If not, you get the alert. But thank you for checking us out. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, we'll see you at the tables.
Thank you.